Questions from the audience?
Yes.
One in the back.
How much do you think schooling helps versus really being like a self-driven person and learning things like that?
I'm sure Hannah wants to answer that.
Yeah.
I think it really depends on the individual person. To an extent, I regret finishing college because I did find a job before I left college. But you always want to think about, if you learn the skills, and as somebody who hires people, I've never looked to see if you graduated from college. I literally look at your work. I look at your reel, I look at your artwork, and if you can do the job, you can do the job, and you don't need to graduate from college to do so. On the other side of it, I'm glad I did, because what if I wanted to teach? I wouldn't then have to go back and get my BFA to, and I don't know how college works, but you have to go like a thing to get a thing to get a thing, and it's just like, it would just be like so much harder if you weren't in that stage of your life. And plus, college is like a really cool thing to like get away from your parents and make 1,000 connections
and make a personal film while you have time to do it, because you sure as shit don't have that time when you have a job.
Yeah, true that. But I mean, if you have a job, then why make the yeah.
Well, you can't. It's wonderful if you can take the time
Yeah.
to make a personal film. But the good thing about school is you're essentially paying to have the leisure to make your own film that can potentially get noticed.
So there isn't a definite answer. I'd say that you have to learn the skills the way you have to learn, and if you learn by learning from other people and being in a creative environment, then go to college. But there are cheaper ways to do it, like if money's your concern. I don't know if money's your concern, but like get all those like public speaking things at a community college. Like get all those things out of the way so you're not wasting your time at a very expensive college like SCAD and on things that don't matter like for what you need. You need to do public speaking, but like do you need to take math? Do you need to cover the same math that you did when you were in middle school? Because
Stop taking math.
That's what no, but that's what art college is going to cover. It's like I don't know if it was worth it, but I'm glad I did.
Keep in mind that no matter how. Sorry, you want to go?
No, I think that the school can be important. And it should be. I mean, you can learn just to, you have deadlines, you have to get them done. I think there are plenty of people coming out of art school who maybe spend too much time on their personal projects, and then when it's time to get a job, it's like, guess what? It's not done. You're fired. You're not getting paid. So the personal drive part, I think that's probably number one. But you can get at all your skills and connections and everything you were talking about in school, and going to school can be fun. So yeah.
I'd say keep in mind that no matter how much you learn in school, you're going to learn 10 times as much in your first few months as a professional worker. Right. Just because you have to, and if you don't have your job anymore. It's scary, but the truth is it's like fight or flight, and most people actually do it. They actually manage to do it, and they improve a hell of a lot.
One of our best freelancers was an accountant who was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then he just started animating.
Eric?
Yeah, Eric. He just let's start Augenblick and do shorties watching shorties, just because. And he was one of our best freelancers ever, and he didn't go to college for this.
No.
Is that true?
Yeah.
He's at Nickelodeon.
Oh, good for him.
There's people like that in the world where you're like, what?
Apparently you've kept in better contact with him than I have.
He building too, actually, in New York. It's true.
That is amazing to me.
Get him on the panel.
Yeah.
I've never met him in person.
I'm not convinced he's not a computer.
What did you mean when you said the characters were in the backgrounds earlier? You mentioned it a couple of times.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So, have you ever seen a Flash timeline? Have you ever, so an X sheet. You familiar with the concept of an X sheet? Okay, well imagine writing all of the things that you want to say in your sentence on one line on a piece of paper, and then somehow editing it and making it better when everything's written all in the same spot on a piece of paper. That's essentially what I was talking about.
They had the characters and assets and backgrounds and everything all on the same level of a Flash timeline. So it's like
a Photoshop file too. Like
a Photoshop file. Editing it would be a nightmare if you don't have your stuff separated.
I don't know if that's a true story.
That is absolutely true. I swear to God, cross my heart.
Hope to die.
Harry Potter.